Fresh and untitled.
Hello, we're back, whether you want us to be or not.
Had a bit of qualms about what we were going to talk about. We didn't really, I just kept forgetting.
I remember though because, I take notes.
Because she's kind of professional.
But I'm not really professional.
What, do you have like a stack there with all your little notes?
I do. I do. Would you like to see it? I have a whole stack.
That's a lot. Does it go in degrees of how professional we are? Like, not, kind of.
Number one, not a professional. Number two.
Oh, that might come in handy.
Yeah. Just in case. Just,
So we were wanting to cover like how to actually start, how to outline your novel, that. But it being the 29th of October right now, NaNoWriMo is starting in 2 days, and we wanted to bring NaNoWriMo as a topic. So we have a guest. Her name is Jessica McHugh. I've known her for a long time. Two of us have been published by the same amazing publisher, Postmortem Press, and Maeve Balls, Eric Beebe. But Jess has written, I think she's the most prolific author I have ever come across. Do you know her, Sis? You've not met her, no?
I do not know her. I've seen her around on Facebook and various writing groups, but I do not know her actually.
The books that come to mind mostly that she's written, the big ones, Rabbits in the Garden. I think she's coming up on her 5-year anniversary on that now, and there was something very special coming out from that, Postmortem Press. Some inside info I probably shouldn't give. Jess is basically the connoisseur of NaNoWriMo. I think she's done every one of them since they started, and they're on 6 now, is it?
Yes, they're on number 6. Thanks for using my research.
No problem. Look, I spend the days editing. You do the research, okay? Yeah, so we're going to get Jess on. She's going to tell us everything you need to know about Nano. And as far as I know, she's been prepping all day.
Well, bring her on as soon as she's ready.
Let's do this. Let's get her on.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Let me do this. Video, do things.
Hi.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yay! I'm not the only one drinking. Okay.
I know that when people do Nano on my Facebook feed, I see posts consistently like today's word goal, 400, and sometimes I see something crazy like 12,000. And I'm just like, whoa. So you, is it quality over quantity, quantity over quality? Like, what do you go for in NaNoWriMo? Do you just, is it to achieve that goal, hit a number, or?
It's not so much as like hitting the numbers, because a lot of times, especially lately when I've been planning something, it's hitting 50,000 doesn't seem like it's going to be a problem. It's finishing the novel in time that will be the problem. So as much as I hate to say it, it is quantity over quality. I'm just trying to get the crazy passionate story out. If I have a problem with a paragraph, I'm like, fuck it, I'll fix it later. I just get out the basic idea and don't go crazy about the right word choices at that time. I mean, there will be times when I'll be writing for hours and it's beautiful. My God, it's just like it's flowing, my soul. It's like the story was already written and I'm just transcribing it from the gods. And then there are times when I'm like, fuck this, it's the worst, everybody hates me, everything's the worst. And I'm just like spewing on the page and it's not beautiful, but at least I'm getting through that point and moving on.
What is the Nano goal? Like to get your little sticker to say you've achieved Nano 40,000, 45, 50, what is that word goal you have to achieve?
50,000 is the end. But I mean, I definitely like all the little stickers I get in between with this 10,000 and then 20,000. Or you get one at 5,000 too.
You get milestones in between.
Yeah. I mean, it gives you like, it's like, yay, you did it. Or it'll tell you you're doing, like, this is a nice one. It tells you you're doing better than like so many other people in your group.
Oh, that's cruel.
So where would one go to find what you're talking about? Is there a website?
Yeah, I mean, the NaNoWriMo.org, I believe is what it is, website. I mean, you sign up, you make the profile, you set up your novel, you basically just say what genre it is. You can put like a little blurb of what it's about.
I've seen people ask for buddies on this. They say, my name is blah, 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 add me as a buddy. Is that for motivation? Is it to like kind of keep you going when you're like, fuck this, I want to just throw this shit out?
There are forums in there if if you're needing help and stuff like that. And that's what the buddies are for. They're for motivation and they're for support. I tend to, because I have usually such a lofty, insane goal for myself, I tend to not spend too much time on the forums there, just because I kind of know where I'm going. And if I don't know where I'm going, I make up where I'm going. Like, if I hit a wall, I bust through the fucking wall, and I'm just like, whatever, I'll fix it later. I just need to get it out. So I don't, but I mean, the support is always good. It's always nice, especially Camp NaNoWriMo, which takes place in the summer. You have cabins, and there's like a little... Yeah, you have a little like forum private cabin area where people pop in. They're like, "Great job, you guys, keep going."
But do you have any food until you like reach a word goal or something?
Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Kudos to you, because I mean, I honest to God could not. And this, like, every writer has their personal way of writing, like. But, I mean, I was saying to Suzanne earlier, like, I get about 10 chapters in, and I start to go, everything I've written is just shit. I'm rowdy as shit. So I need to edit, I need to edit those 10 chapters and go, yeah, you're fucking amazing. You're great.
You know what? I kind of have that point where I get to the middle, and I'll even if I have an outline to the end, I'll feel like, okay, some of the things, because even when you follow an outline, your characters don't follow your outline all the time. Like, and the thing is, no matter what you planned before, the characters are the important thing. You need to follow them wherever they go. So they're just going to be like, fuck your outline, I'm going over here. Yeah. So by that point, if they've done something, fuck those characters. It's like you can't control them. And they go off here.
That is character, though. I hate that tip, If you got a character that's just not doing something and you're typing and you're just saying, just move!
Yeah. Some of them will just stay there and you're like, okay, clearly I need to get rid of you. And some of them are like running off. It's like, oh, let's see where she goes. So when that happens, you kind of have to stop and take stock and look at your outline and look at where you are in the novel, and be like, okay, something has to be worked through here. In NaNoWriMo, obviously, you don't have the luxury of taking too much time to do that.
You go in with a general idea. Would you say that it's better to go in with an outline or to pants it?
NaNoWriMo, definitely an outline.
Definitely, okay.
I'm all for pants, and that's why I say, go in with an outline, but you can pants it as far as, like, if the characters are taking you somewhere, let them. Go off your outline. It's a
that's how I am. It's like,
yeah,
I'll make an outline, but usually about 2 pages into it, I'm like in Narnia. Like, I am so fucking out of my outline. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I got a talking bear. Okay, whoa, okay.
Yeah, take little detours. I mean, that's what the book should be. And then the outline's always there to kind of guide you back to what the point was of the story. Always
that's a problem on this channel, actually. We consistently forget the actual fucking point of the
So my next question would be, would you suggest NaNoWriMo for someone, let's say a new writer starting out, that they've been wanting to write, they aren't sure, they want to write a book. I mean, would this be a good place for them to start to get that support from the people that they meet? Or would it be like they see all these people saying, I wrote 847,000 words today? Would it be intimidating and make them like want to say, fuck writing?
Off the bat, I think like my initial idea is like that it wouldn't be good for somebody who hasn't written anything before, you know, like as I was saying earlier, like somebody who has all these ideas in their head, but maybe they have not even finished high school, or they haven't done any creative classes or anything like that, haven't finished English, didn't take English, whatever. And something like NaNoWriMo was like fucking hideous pressure. Like, so maybe for somebody like
it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. And I mean, even someone like I write, you know, several novels a year.
Yeah.
At least 2 novels a year. And so for me, I'm kind of adept at writing quickly and stuff like that. So, I mean, it works for me pretty well. A new writer, I think that anyone who's a new writer that has that drive to write and really wants to write should just write. They shouldn't wait for NaNoWriMo. They should just start writing fucking today. Like, just go. Like, I mean, it could be a good challenge. What I fear a new writer starting with NaNoWriMo is them then just immediately publishing it.
I would like to say one thing I've noticed that NaNoWriMo, it ends at the November 30th or whatever, and right around, I don't know, December 15th, I get in my feed roughly 500 people saying, I just self-published my book on Amazon for $1.99. And I just, you know, so many of them.
Postmortem, I think Raw Dog, Perpetual, they all closed down for submissions before that, so they can't get any NaNoWriMo novels. I just like the model. I think it really works. I think if you have a grasp of storytelling and character, you can bust out a really cool novel in a month. If you then take 6 months to a year to edit it.
How many of your NaNoWriMo, like your NaNoWriMo children, we'll call them, have actually become novels or potential novels without like making
all of them? Well, all of them. Green Kangaroos was published in 2014, and Train Derails in Boston was just accepted for publication a couple months ago.
You're expecting Darla Decker 4 out soon, is it?
Yeah, and Plays It Straight is coming out in a month.
Tell us about Darla Decker. Who the fuck is she? Come on, you want some info?
Yeah, it's an edgy young adult series I write for Evolve Publishing. When the books start, she's 11 years old, going into 6th grade.
Like her.
Darla Decker hates to wait, but it's very, it's a very frank and humorous book. So, like the first book, she learns what finger bang means, and I mean, like she talks about masturbation and stuff like that.
I would see people saying, "Oh, I wrote a novel in a month," and I'm like, bollocks. Absolutely. No way you can write a novel in a month. I couldn't even write the outline of some of my novels. How many people actually make it through? Like, have you noticed a lot of people drop out, or like, do most of them make it through, or what story?
I would say I have a lot of people that are in my like buddy list on NaNoWriMo. I probably see progress from maybe 20 of them collectively, and I would say of that 20, 4 drop out the first week.
Oh.
I would say a good amount, probably like 8 or so drop out by week 3. A lot of people drop out once they hit week 3 and realize they're screwed because they've gone 3 weeks and written 8,000 words.
Yeah. Can you give us an idea of what you're going to write for Nano this year? Any idea? Just like a little inkling.
Well, I mean, it is the sequel to Rabbit.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's called Hares in the Hedgerow, and it takes place 15 years after Rabbit ends.
Okay.
It takes place in 1975, San Francisco.
I don't know how long it's going to take me to edit this video, so, you know, it might not be out before Nano starts. Is it too late to jump in? Maybe on the 6th or 5th or the
8th or
I mean,
9th.
or the 20th?
I don't want to be like, no, because I mean, it's open for anybody to do anything they want. I even think Nano can be used to, if you want to do a short story collection, like set a goal with how many short stories or something like that. I think it's basically like 30 days, do your thing, you know, try to do like a 50,000 word thing and whatever you're going to do, you know, just try to do something and channel it and be passionate. But so I don't think it's too late to jump in at all. I feel if you're tackling like a huge idea, if you're like planning like a crazy intricate space opera or something like that, probably should have started at least a week ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're just trying to get out an idea that's been like simmering like in your brain for a while, why the fuck not?
And what about just using it as like a way to start a novel? Like, you say it is a space opera, but you know you're not going to finish it, but you want this to start it, like at least to get your foot in the door type of situation.
I mean, anything that can kick you off.
A lot of people that, like, you know, they don't want to write a 50,000 word novel. They want to write like a 80, 90,000 word novel. And because life does happen, at the end of November, they may not be finished with it, but maybe they have 40 or 45,000 words completed. They can still, I mean, just because they don't complete the novel in entirety in November, it doesn't mean that they failed or anything like that.
Yeah,
they
no,
have.
It's not really. It's never getting down any kind of words, any amount of a story, getting out any of your creativity is never a failure. I mean, that is always a win. Technically, NaNoWriMo is that 30 days, finish a novel in 30 days. But I mean, fuck that. I mean, that's not how the world works. That's not how everybody's brains work. That's not how we all write. So, right. I mean, if you can just throw yourself in, give yourself over to it, get out as much of a novel as you can, like, congratulations, because that's amazing.
It's a win.
Like, it's not easy. It's hard as fuck.
Have you finished your prep for NaNoWriMo now?
No!
Okay. One more question for you. On average, how much a week do you drink?
Relevant. I have a relevant part really quick.
Suzanne doesn't drink at all, so I gotta make myself feel better. So.
I don't.
What was the topic again? I think Jessica really wants us to get back on topic.
NaNoWriMo.
Maybe I'll touch base with you guys in come December.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Just as long as it's not to tell us your book is going to be available December 2nd.
Honestly, it's you guys, because I'm amazing.
I'm just going to hold this up.
Woo!
For anybody that wants to participate in Nano, there's the hashtags for Twitter and the Twitter account to follow.
Nano, right? Hello? I'm just you, and you should subscribe to Fresh and Untitled because it makes me feel good when I'm feeling not so fresh and untitled.
That's very Summer's Evie.
At 8:30 GMT, we had 31 subscribers, guys. We need like 500 to get a fucking URL.
So 469 more.
Yeah, that was really quick math.
Thank you.
Get your fucking fingers out, guys. Subscribe.
I got nothing left. I got nothing. You guys took all my creativity for the night. Now I'm done. I'm done writing forever.
We're pretty awesome, I think.